Sheikh, I feel I have a crush on somebody. How do I propose to that person? No, he doesn't have a crush on anybody, don't worry. So, to be more precise, I don't know if that person likes me back. That was the question. I was just humorous. Okay, this is a practical question. Listen, ya brothers and sisters, Allah make it easy to be in your age. I do not envy that aspect. Allah al-Musta'an. Some practical elderly advice, okay? Let's get real here. First and foremost, you can quote me, having crushes is halal. It's okay. There's no sin in a crush. In fact, it is natural. And if you don't, then probably there's something wrong with you. It's okay to wish for a halal relationship. However, my sincere advice to all of you, never act on a crush without contemplation and planning. Never be impulsive because of a crush. First and foremost, are you the right age or not? If you have a crush at 14, 15, that's not the same as when you're 23, 24. Big difference, okay? So, are you the right age? Secondly, is this the right time for marriage? If you're first year, school, university, and you're not going to be able to get married, what's the faida? So, crushes will never harm you in the long run. It's just a crush. But developing the crush, falling in love two-way, getting involved physically, it will potentially harm you. Understand this point. Crushes will never harm you. It's just going to remain a positive memory if you didn't act upon it. It's never going to have a negative backlash. And if you're close to your moms or your dads, it's awkward, but ask them about their crushes, right? Yes, your moms and dads were once upon a young like you. No, you don't want to do that? Okay. The reason I'm saying is that it's so innocent. They might even tell you in front of your parents, like it's just an innocent memory. Yes, when I was in high school, there was a girl, whatever. My point is, the reason I'm saying this, it's so pure and innocent, they can even have this conversation with you with the spouse present. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so pure. If you keep it a memory and a feeling, no problem. If it happens and into a marriage, alhamdulillah. But so a crush is like a very soft fire. If you're going to pour gasoline, throw twigs on it, don't be surprised if it's going to burn you. So be very, very, very careful if there is that feeling and it's the right time for your life and the other person checks the boxes with you and your parents, then the proper way to do this is to get the adults, the parents involved as soon as possible and to make the conversation focused on nikah, marriage, not on dating. Okay? So if that is the case, then inshallah everything is legit and clean. As for your particular question that how do I know the person likes me back or not? My advice in this regard, you have two options that are both legit and halal, and it depends on which one is better for you. Either go through the parents directly. So you say, there's a person I might be interested in. Can you approach their parents? Or go through a third party, preferably a married person. They can go through their spouse to the person and just say, hey, are you interested in getting married? And would you be interested in somebody with these characteristics? No name mentioned. Do not mention names. Characteristics. Because you want to make sure, what if the person says, oh, I don't want that type of person? And then automatically that is qualified, right? So if you keep it neutral without mentioning names and you go through an intermediary, and by the way, this is Khadija style. That's what happened. Khadija radiallahu anha, right? And again, I don't shy away from controversy. This is exactly what happened. She saw things in the Prophet that she admired. In English, we would call this exactly what we just called it, right? She was attracted to his nobility, his dignity, his decency, his honesty, his shyness. So she wanted the Prophet as a partner. And so she sends Nafisa, or her friend, she sends Nafisa says, Ya Muhammad, he wasn't Rasulullah, Ya Muhammad, why don't you get married? Who would marry me? Well, what if there was a lady? Who would be interested? What if she was a business lady? What if somebody like Khadija? She didn't say Khadija's interested in you. She's like, well, what if somebody like Khadija? And the response was, why would somebody like her be interested in me? Meaning, am I worthy of somebody like that, right? He didn't say, oh, I'm not. No, even in the response, there's like, I would consider her, but I don't know, would she consider me? then it's clear. This is Khadija style, right? Khadija style is not knocking on the door, Akhi, you're interested in marriage or not? No, that's not Khadija style. You don't propose directly. You don't speak directly. That's problematic. It's very problematic insofar as you are basically opening the doors of shaitan. I'm not saying it's haram, but you open the doors of shaitan. And it's not healthy. So again, keep it as public as possible, as neutral as possible, and involve the adults as soon as you can, and that is fine. Otherwise, you're opening up the door that will potentially be harmful for you. Wallahu ta'ala alam. And with that, inshallah, I don't want to go too long. Jazakumullah khair, inshallah.